be safe out there. Don't catch the Roni. But thankfully, it's the Bar for Bar Weekly. That did not rhyme. But eventually, in due time, you'll hear more of what's on my mind. Because next week, I'm probably going to do a review for Royce the 5ix9ine. I'm going to stop there before I get ahead of myself. I'm probably going to go to Jay Electronica first. It's the Bar for Bar Weekly for the week of Friday the 13th, March 13th, 2020. I'm recording outside because I was bored, honestly. And in case you see me moving a lot, it's because there's this light over here that only stays on if I keep moving. So that's fun. All right, so let's start off with DaBaby. In my notes here, it just says DaBaby slapped the shit out of a lady at a show. Don't remember exactly what happened, but it was at a club, and apparently she just kind of like shined a light in his face. He didn't like that, so he took a step back and, you know, did his thing. DaBaby needs to calm down because he's gonna get in trouble one of these days. Well, he's getting in trouble all the time, but it's not a good look for him. Eminem dropped a video for Godzilla. I haven't checked it out yet, but people seem to like it because it's pretty popular right now. Oh, hey, doggy. Also, Tekashi 6ix9ine's release date from prison is slated for August 2nd, 2020. So what's that, in like 5 months? People are actually surprised that they announced like when he's getting out, because that's not really a thing that people say. So we'll see if that's legit. Who knows, he might actually just come out and drop some more music when he's released. That'd be cool for Man Beer. On a sadder note, Maxo Cream's brother, Money Maru, was shot and killed in LA. There's not really any information out there other than the few posts paying their respects to him from both like Maxo and other associates. But rest in peace. Many condolences to the family. Also, in other news, Coachella has been delayed. It kind of sucks because hell, people were looking forward to it. And now it's been pushed back till October, I think. Which, in terms of weather, is a little bit, it could be better. I mean, it's hot as hell in the desert then. I mean, California weather's weird. I had to switch hands, my arms got tired. Now, for the biggest bit of news this week, Jay Electronica. So, a few weeks ago, he said, my album's coming. Then this week, Tidal and Rock Nation, I guess, announced 3 listening parties that were to occur yesterday, March 12th. Those didn't happen because of the Roni. But instead what he did was he held a live stream listening party for everyone to join in. Also throughout the day, we kept getting little drops of news, like the drops of rain that are starting to come on, about the album. So first we got the album art from the Apple Music Twitter. And that also showed us the track list in Arabic. And we also got the name of the album, which, let me see, it was titled A Written Testimony. Then, the live stream happened. It first started on Instagram, and then spread to YouTube. Apparently it was elsewhere as well, but I only paid attention to Instagram and YouTube. And during that live stream, they announced that the album would be dropping at midnight. And it did. It finally dropped. Jay Electronica, after kind of just disappearing off the face of the earth for the last 10 years, finally dropped an album. And it was really funny because during the live stream, see, this is what I was talking about. There we go. During the live stream, he mentioned that, or he gave Jay-Z a huge shout out for being the most patient man. But it was crazy listening to that album during the live stream, because you also had a bunch of other people who have been waiting on this album like for the last 10 plus years finally get this album. Aside from the thousands of fans that watched it in the live, at least in the IG chat, you saw like Ninth Wonder, High Tech, Alchemist was there, Atmosphere, Evidence. There's hella people in there. So it's like everyone's been waiting for this. And it's just kind of crazy to think that everyone was watching it at the same time. Everyone heard it at the same time. So it's like, I don't know, it's kind of a part of history, I guess you could say. Pretty wild. Regardless, I was really hyped the entire time because this album's been in the making for so long, and it definitely lives up to the expectations. So much so that I'm probably gonna talk about it next week too, because fuck it. The biggest thing that people mentioned about the album is that they weren't expecting it to be basically J and J. They kind of just expected it to be only Jay Electronica, especially because the track list originally only said the only features, I mean, that were going to be on it were Travis Scott and The Dream. But no, it basically turned into Watch the Throne 2, which, I mean, it's not the same level, but it's completely different, and I understand why he did it this way, which I will delve deeper into next week, probably, if I'm not lazy. That about wraps up the news, and that's a good enough segue into album releases. Oh, actually, no. Huge shout out to Lil Uzi Vert for selling like 311,000 albums, or yeah, having 311 for Eternal Take. That's insane. Like, we did the math earlier today. That ended up being like 500 million streams. Like, jeez. Anyways, album releases. Speaking of Eternal Take, the deluxe edition dropped. That, I forgot what the deluxe part was called, but I haven't checked it out yet, because I've only been listening to Jay Electronica's album, A Written Testimony. Don Toliver also dropped his debut album, Heaven or Hell. Jack Harlow dropped Sweet Action. Blueface dropped Find the Beat. I kind of looked through the threads about that. Spoiler alert, he did not find the beat. Rich the Kid dropped Boss Man. Graf and DJ Green Lantern dropped Oracle 3. And the only other major release that I personally like, or was looking forward to, was Clear Soul Force's, where's the album name? Forces With You. I've been following them for a while, so anytime they have a new release, it's exciting. Anyways, that's all I got. Please like, comment, subscribe,